Hello everyone, this is Shilpa Limje. Today we'll learn to create alcohol ink pendant and earrings. So the material required for this is one that we have to have MDF, which is of 2 mm, and the Yupo paper, which is cut in this shape. Same with the earrings. Two different smaller sizes of cutout MDF cutout with Yupo paper, and what you will require is the ball chain and the ring with the hook for the earring. So let's start making our alcohol ink jewelry, that is pendant with earring. So I'll just keep this aside and let's work. So here you can see that we have to stick it. So for sticking I'll use Fevicol. You can use any PVA glue, doesn't matter. You can use Fevistick also. So here what I'll do is I'll apply good amount of Fevicol. So now just stick it, make sure that it is stuck properly. Alright, so same way I'll do for others also. Alright, so let it dry nicely for good half an hour. So now we'll start with the coloring. So here I'm using two colors, one is Formosa and another is Jasper, and also the blending medium. So now what I'll do is I'll add few drops of blending solution and little bit of Formosa and a little bit of Jasper. Now use any straw or anything and just spray. So you can add just blending medium little bit to spread it all over. So I like to keep the space little bit so that I get some effect. So you can just create also by using a few drops of blending solution. Now I'll let it dry for 5-10 minutes. Okay, so till the time they are drying completely, here I have some heart shaped cutouts with Yupo paper. So again I'll stick them how I stuck the pendant and earring. So now these are completely dried. So what we'll do is we'll use gold foil on it so that we can place overall. My concept is going to be to place somewhere like this the heart and one in this way in opposite directions. So let's start. So for that I'll use the gold foil. So for gold foil here I'm using a gilding glue. So what we have to do is we have to apply it, wait for it to dry. I mean it will turn transparent, but after drying it will be sticky. So we'll be able to apply the gold foil on it. So here I'll apply all the hearts, gilding glue, and I'll wait for 15 minutes to let it dry naturally. This is dried and it is sticky. So what we have to do is now use your Okay, so now sticking, I'm just removing the extra gold foil, and we will let it dry for a good 10-15 minutes. So now just take a brush, flat brush, and remove the excess gold foil from the edge so that we have a clear look. So these are done. So now let's start sticking. So here I'm using my Fevicol. So decide the placement in which you want. So these are two earrings, so make sure that you place it in an opposite direction. So I like this setup. So I'll take a glue and stick them. Check that they look symmetrical in shape, in direction and everything. So our pendant and earring is ready. So now we can wait for a little while to dry. So now this is completely dried, and now I'll varnish it. So you can use any varnish. So I'm here using lacquer clear, and always work in a good ventilated area. Since I'm filming, so I'm working in a confined place, but make sure that you work in a ventilated area. So we'll just spray, and alright, so we'll let it dry. Alright, so now we have to resinate them. So this is completely dried and it's varnished. The reason behind varnishing is that sometimes the alcohol ink reacts when when you apply the resin on it, and it can mix and create a different it can bleed somewhat, can give an effect of bleeding. So it's always better to varnish your so that you seal the alcohol ink and it doesn't react when you are applying resin on it. So here I'm taking resin and hardener. So generally the ratio is 1:2, but always check whichever company brand resin you're using. Always check what is the ratio. It can vary company to company. So now let's start with this. Here the resin which I'm taking is 1:2. So this is one part and this is two parts. So I'll use one measurement to for all the for resin and hardener. So here I'm taking one measurement, and with that I'll add the resin. So here I'm taking one part, and this one is two parts. So now mix them properly, slowly for good 3 minutes. Any resin and hardener should be mixed good 3 minutes. And one thing is that you have to scrape the sides and also mix it gently so that bubbles are not made. Otherwise you have to keep on popping the bubbles with the needles when we apply on the pendant and earrings. So keep mixing it for 3 minutes. I have mixed it for good 3 minutes, and now I'll start pouring my resin. So I'll also apply resin on the hearts which are gold foiled to give a nice 3D look. So make sure that you don't close the hole from which the earring part and the chain part will pass. So just be careful. And so on the hearts it's optional, but it will give a nice 3D look. Alright, so now this is done, and we'll wait for 24 hours to dry. So now this is completely dried. It's been 24 hours, and as you can see, the overall look after resin. And now we'll start assembling it. So here we have a ball chain, and I'll just remove it, and we have few rings. So very first thing we have to do is so I hope you like this tutorial on it. Thank you so much. Bye.